Okay, first off, it's really cold. Second off, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I am filming this video today. I have a blanket on my lap. I have some bits and pieces here to show you and talk to you guys about. But here we are. Let's chat all things TTC. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tammie. I make mummy and lifestyle content here on YouTube. Today's video is going to be a TTC update, trying to conceive, in case you didn't know what that means, but if you're watching this, you probably do. So here we are. If you're new to my channel, I am a mum of 3 beautiful boys. I have Samuel, who is almost 7 years old, which I cannot believe. Like, how did my little baby get so big so quick? Jackson, who was stillborn in 2018, and also Jacob, who is almost 2. And again, how do I have a 2-year-old already? Like, where did the last 2 years go? This is insane to me. In between the 3 boys' births, we also had a bunch of different miscarriages. When I say different, I mean there was all different excuses every time. I had all of my miscarriages in the hospital pretty much, and every time it was for a different reason. So I can't give you an exact reason why my body kept doing that. It's just every time it was something different. So here we are, getting ready for pregnancy number 9, which is just crazy to me, especially how hard Jacob is as a baby. I'm not gonna lie, he has definitely put some doubts in my mind on some occasions as to whether I want to go down this road again, but I'm pretty sure that the next baby is gonna be more like Sam. In fact, I'm very confident it has to be, right? Tell me that your 4th baby was easy, please, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself if I have another baby that literally cries all day, every day. I'm sure he'll grow out of it. He's very cute and he gives the best cuddles and kisses, especially his kisses. Oh my God, they're the best. Anyway, enough about my babies that I currently have. We're going to be talking about future babies today, so let's just jump on into this video. Let's talk about my cycle first, because without talking about that, I'm not going to be able to talk about anything else. And let's be honest, let's just get the gory stuff over with first. My cycle has been back for about 7 months now. I got it back just before Christmas, and even then, was it really back? I don't know. I got my period for maybe like a day. Was it even a period? It was spotting. So I think my first amount of spotting was November, and then I got a 3-day period in December. And then moving on from that, my cycle has been between 24 and 27 days with a 4 to 5 day period between there. It's not consistent whatsoever. I'm putting a lot of that down to breastfeeding, which is totally new for me, because in the past I have always had a very consistent 27, 28 day cycle, and I've always ovulated on day 19. This time round, I'm noticing that my ovulation or my LH surge is happening anywhere between cycle day 15 and cycle day 19. Like I said, everything is kind of all over the place, and I'm not sure if that is why I'm having so much difficulty falling pregnant this time around, because this has never been an issue for me before. I've always fallen pregnant relatively easily. Staying pregnant has been my issue, not getting pregnant. So this is a new territory for me. Not being able to get pregnant is a little bit scary. It could have something to do with my age as well. I'm currently 30. Does anyone actually admit their age here on YouTube? I am 36. My birthday is February 14. So I am 36 and almost a half. I don't know if that makes sense. 36 and 4 months. You guys get the gist. My husband is turning 40 next April. So we have until he turns 40 to have our last baby, or to conceive our last baby. And then he said he's done. He doesn't want to have babies after 40, which I totally respect his decision on. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. My cycle is pretty irregular at the moment. I did ring my GP last week. I had a phone conversation with her. I was hoping that she would be able to prescribe Clomid to me. So I've done a bit of research on it, and what I've learned, I don't know, I could be wrong, this is just Dr. Google, is that it's harder to get pregnant when you are in your late 30s. And I know that I'm in my mid 30s, but I'm getting up there, okay? It's so sad to say that. I still feel like I'm in my 20s, if that makes sense, but I am getting up there in age, and obviously egg quality and things like that start to go down when you get a little bit older. And then given that I typically in the past ovulated late, that is also a sign of poor egg quality. So given that information, I thought I would ring my GP and see if I could get a cycle or 2 of Clomid to see if that might help things, like kickstart things. I know that it can dry up the breast milk. I want to wean Jake. That's my choice. He, on the other hand, has no intention of weaning. Like, if you guys have any weaning tips, please leave them down below, because that boy will be on the boob until he's 21. I'm serious. Like, he is attached. So yeah, let me know your weaning stories. When did your baby self-wean? Baby, toddler? Because that's a whole nother topic that we can talk about another day. But yeah, I am still breastfeeding. He still wakes multiple times a night. We co-sleep. And I'm sure, like I said, all of that has something to do with the fact that I'm not getting pregnant. But I was hoping that, given that I've got my period back, that I would still be ovulating, and there would still be a chance of me conceiving a baby. So by me reaching out to my doctor was just me trying to get a little bit of assistance, maybe kickstart things to help me get pregnant a little bit faster. And hey, if I came out of it with twins at the end, I totally wouldn't be complaining. I think I've made it pretty clear in the past that I would love the opportunity to experience a twin birth. All you twin mamas out there probably going, don't do it, it's crazy, you'll never sleep again. I know that. I don't sleep now, so I figured let's chuck a few more in the mix and see what happens. Matt, on the other hand, please don't watch this, Matt, and if you do, I'm only joking, I don't want twins. No, seriously, I really would like to have twins. If he found out that I wanted twins, he probably would just like go and get a vasectomy behind the closed doors. In all seriousness though, and all jokes aside, I did reach out to her to see if I could get it, and she said that she couldn't prescribe it. So I don't know if it's different here in Australia compared to in the US or across Europe, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of people just going to their doctors and getting Clomid in the US. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But over here you have to go to a gynecologist. So I have a referral, and my plan is to make an appointment for when we get back from our vacation. So we're actually going on vacation, a winter vacation, in a couple of months' time. And I know that a lot of people conceive babies on vacation. So maybe when we're relaxed, I don't know if I'm going to be that relaxed on vacation with 2 kids, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we're winging it. We're going to go on this vacation. It's a winter vacation. We're going to the snow, and to be fair, ideally it probably would be better if I wasn't pregnant when we go, just so that I can go on the toboggans and things like that without the fear of causing a miscarriage, because that would just, like, that would gut me. So I'm planning on making the appointment with her for when we get back, and that will give me a good about 8 months to get pregnant before Matt turns 40. If I'm not pregnant before then. So obviously we're still going to keep trying until then, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update. If you guys have any tips or tricks or any information on Clomid, how it went for you guys, please leave it in the comments down below. If you don't want to do that, then feel free to DM me over on Instagram, but I would love to hear all of your stories, both success stories and non-success stories. This is just something that I thought maybe might help me. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. 8 months of trying seems like quite a long time for me. But again, I'm breastfeeding, so I don't know. Now that we've got all that chatter out of the way, that is pretty much where I'm at the moment. Hopefully gives you guys a bit of an insight. I don't know if you guys want to know this or not, but yeah, that's just where my brain's at the moment. We are still trying, I think more so now than what we were a few months ago. A few months ago, we were kind of like, oh, we'll see how it goes, you know. Never really had a problem falling pregnant before. We'll just have a little bit of fun and it'll happen. And it hasn't happened. So now I guess I'm on the whole, we're running out of time. We're going to get onto this. Let's do it. And I'm full-blown trying now. So with that being said, let me share with you guys what we're using to help us conceive at the moment. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is the Clear Blue ovulation test. This is a 10-pack. It's digital. You basically can't stuff it up. It does everything for you. You either have no smiley face or a smiley face when you get your LH surge. This is one of those things where my doctor, I don't know, was she on drugs or something? Because honestly, it doesn't make any sense. I got my smiley face this month on cycle day 15 and 16. I typically test every, I want to say 12 hours, so 2 times a day once I get that first smiley face until it goes away. So I kind of know where I'm sitting and where I'm at. Up until then, I only test on the days when I notice my cervical mucus changing. So I'm not going to test from the last day of my period. I'll wait a little bit of time, and then once I notice my cervical mucus changing, because let's be honest, we all do, and this might be TMI for some people, but you guys are here for a TTC update, so I'm guessing you guys don't mind the gore. But basically, yeah, this is pretty accurate compared to my cervical mucus, and this is where I got confused by what my doctor was saying, because last cycle was a 24-day cycle. I ovulated on day 19, so my cervical mucus and this all lined up to ovulate on day 19, and then I got my period on day 24, which I don't know, it's crazy. And she was saying that absolutely couldn't have happened, that this was wrong and I was wrong. Basically, it didn't make sense. So I'm not sure what's going on with my body. I don't know, like I said earlier, if it's got something to do with me breastfeeding or if it's just I'm getting older. Hopefully I'm not that old yet. When do you go through menopause? Hopefully not when you're 36. But anyway, the other thing that I mentioned to my doctor was my weight loss. I've recently lost just over 30 kilos. I used to be over 120 kilos and now I'm just under 90 kilos, which I think is incredible. She was really happy about. She just said that that was a really great start. I told her that I was eating keto and I've cut out sugar and carbs, and she said that given that in the past I've had not gestational diabetes, but like I've been borderline gestational diabetes, if that makes sense, that what I'm doing right now is something to continue. So I know everyone's going to have an opinion on that, but so far it's working for my health. It's getting me healthier. I have a lot of whole foods. I have a lot of red meat. So I'm eating quite healthily. I've cut back on my soda. I don't have really any caffeine because I've cut out pretty much everything. I don't really drink teas anymore because the milk factor. I like my tea with milk, and milk is high in carbs. So I've cut out quite a bit of my diet, and yeah, she just said that keep going with what you're doing. Given my gestational diabetes history, that what I'm doing right now is going to benefit my health in the long run. So she said that eating the keto diet is not going to prevent me from getting pregnant. Losing weight can only benefit me. So that part I was happy to hear about. The whole timeline in terms of my time of ovulation for the month, I was a little bit skeptical about, and I want you guys' opinion on. If you guys have any advice, leave it down below. I know that you guys aren't doctors. Well, some of you might be. If you're a doctor, leave some advice down below. But for the most part, yeah, I was pretty happy with what she said. This does work for me. I really like it. I like it more than the tests you can buy from eBay. You know how you get like the 50 pack for like $5. I find that they're really hard to spot the LH surge, whereas these ones, like I said, you can't really mess them up. And even when they do pop out, I write the little date on them. I'll put a little overlay here so you guys can see what this month was like, but I'll write the date on them, and then I'll either do a smiley face or like a circle to dictate what was the results on that day, but also you can see by the lines on the test as well, like what the results were. So I'm rambling. Ovulation tests from Clear Blue. I highly recommend them. If you have them in your budget, definitely go get them. If you guys are TTC too, because I find that they do really help. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is something that I've talked about before on my channel as well. I hope you guys can see that. It is the Conceive Plus Fertility Lubricant. Now, I am very sensitive down there. I can't use off-the-shelf lubes from the supermarket. It burns. I don't know if anyone else gets that too, but basically it's like fire in my nether regions, and we don't want that. That's not fun. And you know, conceiving a baby is supposed to be fun, right? So I use this, the Conceive Plus lube. I use it whether we're trying to have a baby or not. This is just what I use, and I really like it. I don't know if it makes a huge difference in trying to conceive. Clearly I'm not pregnant yet, so I don't know. But I just thought I would share it with you. That's what I use, and yeah, I like it. It's very, very gentle. And then lastly, in terms of supplements, I'm taking the Blackmore's Pregnancy and Breastfeeding Gold supplements. I have tried the, what's the other brand? Elevate. they make me want to puke. Whether I'm pregnant or not, they make me really, really sick. So I don't know if it's just something in them that just my body doesn't agree with, but these ones here seem to be fine. And I've used these, I think, for all of my pregnancies. I think I've used them for all of my pregnancies and they're really good. I like them. So that is pretty much it. There's nothing else to report to you guys. I hope it wasn't too TMI for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know where we're at, and also for my records as well, so that I can, you know, look back on these videos later on and, you know, compare notes, I guess, of how I'm feeling and things like that. But on that note, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.